Where am I? Where am I? I am sitting in a chair trying to find the thing I want to read. Ah, there it is. Okay. Searching for the music between the music. Trying to find the notes between the notes. He sat on the porch swing and wrote up a dream that wasn't his, but felt like it belonged to someone else. The porch swing creaked and moaned as the dream danced from his mind to the blank pages in his hand. The dream was a song, the song. The dream was of love. The dream was of happiness, of laughter, of feeling safe, of home, a good home. The dream was of things we all want and need to refill the soul, but have trouble finding at times. All of his life, he wrote dreams to help people find a light when the path can't be found in the dark. He wrote dreams to give people a little darkness and shade when the light was just too much and too strong. He wrote the dreams to maybe, just maybe, give someone a pause in their long day to feel whatever it is they needed to feel. He wrote and he painted the dreams and left them as keys scattered along the path he was following. Scattered dreams for those that needed them. He wrote those dreams for when the days felt like they weighed a lifetime and we weigh nothing. He wrote those dreams revealing some of his most vulnerable places to the world, and in showing that vulnerability, telling them it's okay, we all do it. He wrote those dreams because for the longest time it felt it was the only way he could truly find love, laughter, happiness, and a good home for himself. As the porch swing creaked and moaned, creaked and moaned, creaked and moaned, he wrote this dream to push his nightmare away, to keep the monster at bay. He wrote this dream to feel safe. They were sitting on the floor with a blank canvas in front of them. On one side of the canvas was a bottle of blue ink and a new bamboo brush. On the other side, a bottle of red ink with its own brush. The scene waited for them. She leaned back into his arms, put her head on his chest and sighed. Just what is this? What are we? 'Cause I can't explain it. He kissed the top of her head and whispered into her ear, we are a dream of gods, kings, and thieves. She was silent for a moment, then closed her eyes, and with a deep, satisfied sigh, she said, yes, yes we are. Lips gently touching her ear, he whispered, sometimes we are water under a good dream. He put his head on her left shoulder. Sometimes we are the good dream. He sat behind her with his arms and legs wrapped around her. Head still on her left shoulder, he would occasionally kiss her neck whenever the moment caught him. With each kiss she would sigh and lean back a little more until eventually she had all of her weight on him, and it felt like she was weightless, like she was flying. He felt so alive as he was wrapped around her that she actually felt safe. Safe, she sighed and rubbed her nose against his cheek as he kissed her again. He whispered, ready? She said nothing but turned and looked at him. Safe. He kissed her lips, and when the heat began to rise in her, she sat up, grabbed the brush, red ink, and wrote, you might have to teach me how to love again. You might have to show me how. She set the brush down. She leaned back into him, and he wrapped arms and legs around her again and waited for his words. Safe. 1,000 breaths, heartbeats, and kisses later, he grabbed the brush, black ink, and wrote, I will touch your tender heart with patient, distant fingertips until you are ready for more. He sat in front of her, and she wrapped her legs and arms around him. squeezed tight, and he rested her head on his right shoulder. She stared at the canvas as she felt his heartbeat underneath her hands. A sweat that began to trickle down his back, his patience, the simple fact that she was holding him and he was leaning back into her like it was meant to be, like it fit. The release inside of her was sudden, instant, and overwhelming and caught her by surprise. Feeling welcomed, she squeezed him tighter and stared at the canvas. "I can't yet," she said. "You." He leaned back, kissed her on the head, and crawled to the canvas, her hands running over his back, causing goosebumps on her skin and heart. She shivers and sighs. Safe. He grabbed the red ink and brush. Seeing, feeling, and hearing the unattainable woman inside of you is what calls me. The woman that never exists because she was always changing. An incredibly beautiful, powerful goddess that most people fear. That is what I hear, see, and feel when I touch, taste, and need you. He sets the brush down. She grabs his hips and pulls him back to her. Arms and legs wrapping around him, she squeezes and doesn't let go. He leans back even more, giving her all of his weight. Safe.